Hello everyone. In here, I will talk about the water problems and then the water solutions. What is the humanity's greatest challenge? To feed about 10 million people in the 2050, we need to produce more food, and then this rising population is contributing to water scarcity, land degradation, and the loss of ecosystem and service. Population increased about 3.6 times in this about 100 years. Water withdrawals increased 6.8 times, so GDP increased 19 times, about 3% per year. This is a graph of population and then index of water withdrawals. Power and population, as you see in the Chinese and India, and then some middle Africa countries, there is a poverty problem, and then also in the Chinese and then India, there is a huge population growth, change, and poverty will be key drivers with respect to agriculture. Then the water availability are reducing in the by years. As you see, it is really reducing, sharp reducing. What is the water scarcity? Water sources developing, approaching, and exceeding suitable limits. Water sources can meet needs, but human, institutional, and financial capital lacking to actual harness and use these resources. This red line is desert areas. Consumption and the income in this between these years, and these trends are continuing. Also, Chinese continue. Feed in South Asia will be strongly affected by the climate change. Temperature increasing, and then it affects climate change. Some problems are the more than just scarcity, water, land scarcity, slow growth of the productivity, unequal sharing of the benefits, unequal sharing of the risk. Impressive growth, but unsustainable trends in the resource source. This country is India. As you can see, there is each population. Sanitation, water, food challenge in India, about 178 million steps, tanks, and ladders in India contribute to 80% of the population in India. Surface water due to the lack of the septic treatment facilities. So there is a huge problem. Food safety and health at risk. The challenge. It is not so much that water is scarce, but more about how it's managed and assessed by the most volunteer. So that we have a water, but we have to design our use of water. Looking for some reasons for the optimism. We can produce enough food for the 6 billion. It is about access to food and economic nutrition. Feeding more people is not simply a question of the biophysical innovation. Water is as much a social issue as a physical, and one then accurate aspect is security and RD outcomes. Global water withdrawals, as you see, the increase in the productivity, sustainable intention, the coming challenge across many scales. Reason for optimism: one is the upselling the recovery of the groundwater tables and reducing electricity use. Tourism in the graduate India, the technical solutions, reducing the ground. Reason two is the groundwater policy change. Why do you think of the groundwater based on the solution for the banal? Reason for optimism, renewed community to irrigate agriculture, realities of the meeting future demands, why irrigate area per se is decreasing, reason for optimism, revitalizing surface degradation of the areas of the rainwater over, surface storage, any approach to regulate and adapt, reason for optimism, revisit past irrigation management, distribution of success failure based on the case study authors criteria, indicators of sources that were considered for the creating composite success score. Reason 6, environmental flaws in initial steps. Reason 7, policy influence. Wastewater reuse, farm-based option for the risk reduction. What are the solutions? That's the important part. Opportunities for the urban poor, success to smallholder irrigation is the backed on the agenda. It's about number of real households, potential impact, number of the real households, research about agenda, research program, what the water land and the economic systems programs document say that need to save the water. Research programs, irrigated systems, rainfed systems, research recovery and the resource basins, information in decision making, ecosystem approach, focus on the gender, communication and audience management. India is taking up the challenge. And thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.